Welcome to our election focus. With so many races and so many candidates jockeying for position in the upcoming primary, we weren't able to get the in-depth conversation that we had during the Annapolis city election. So this time, we're shaking it up a little bit. We identified key challenged races and invited all of the candidates to pitch us. In each 10-minute recording, we present a single question to the candidate. I am a new voter. Why should I vote for you? And after that, the candidate has up to 10 minutes to pitch themselves, and if they run out of time, we hang up on them. It's very simple and mildly therapeutic. And joining us today is the Reverend Rickey Nelson Jones, who is running for justice on the 5th Circuit Court for Anne Arundel County. With the judicial races, there are no parties listed, so Reverend Jones will appear on both the Democrat and the Republican ballots.
Hey there, just consider that I'm a new voter in Anne Arundel County, and I am considering voting for Circuit Court Judge. Why do I need to vote for you?
Thank you for this opportunity to respond to that question. There are a couple reasons. Number one, Rickey Nelson Jones is the only candidate and the only person in the history of the Circuit Court for Anne Arundel County who has run for 25 years straight a diverse multi-state law practice in different states in both state and federal court. When I say multi-state practice, what I have been practicing for 25 years straight. In addition to being involved with the law for over 30 years, I've been practicing civil law, criminal law, administrative law, and appellate law. I have tried cases in state court and in federal court. I've tried cases around the country. We're talking about representing either my individual clients or my corporate clients in New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Louisiana, Tennessee, and I'm actually in the middle of two cases in the state of Louisiana presently. So trying cases, not just in Maryland, but outside of the state of Maryland, is something very unique because most attorneys do not practice regularly outside of the state where they are licensed because of the malpractice risk. That has never been a deterrent for Rickey Nelson Jones. I've represented people in the state of Maryland who has family in other states. And when you do a good job for people, then of course they let their family know. So I've been in and out of the state of Maryland practicing law 100% and trying cases. That's number one, the unique, diverse, multi-state law practice that I have run for 25 years. There's no other candidate nor sitting judge on the Circuit Court for Anne Arundel County with that type of diverse experience. My legal articles have been published nationwide, at least 6 of them, on legal topics covering everything from the judiciary to criminal law to immigration. That's number 2. Number 3, I've already been approved as qualified to be a circuit court judge by both the Women's Bar Association and the Maryland Defense Council, and they have reduced it to writing and sent it to me to put an exclamation point on that. 4th, one of the things that's very unique about Reverend Jones is that I actually, after practicing law for about 10 years, I actually went back to class and studied and got licensed and ordained as a Baptist minister. So I have had an opportunity to basically minister to people and even pastor people from the Caucasian community, the African American community, the Caribbean community, the Panamanian community, the African community, the Hispanic community, and even the Egyptian community. Why is that important? Because I have loved people from all different communities. I can come to the bench with a heart for all people. And what is very important about that is that courts can become very cold and callous. There have been many times I've gone to court and I'm talking and the judge not even paying attention to what I'm saying. And one of the things you can be 100% certain of, if I am blessed and you elect me to become the circuit court judge, is that everybody who comes in the courtroom where I am presiding will be heard, they will be respected, and their legal affairs will be adjudicated in a just and fair manner, guaranteed. And this is something that I bring that's unique, that is having ministered to people from all walks of life and having loved people from all communities. Finally, I have been married to the same woman this year for 32 years. I believe that type of trustworthiness, I believe, is a plus. When you put somebody on the bench for 15 years, it seems to me there can be no questions about the person's judgment or the person's associations. I believe who you associate with speaks volumes about you. And also it says something about your judgment, and that is critically important. Now, I'll leave you with this. One of the things that stood out in my mind when I was many, many years ago when I was a young attorney practicing law, I was representing my corporate client in Calvert County. There was a judge by the name of Claggett there. He's retired, but his wife is still a judge there in Calvert County. And I was representing my corporate client, and I tried my case, and I was successful. But when you have a case in the district court, you have to sit around a long time before your case comes up. And while I was sitting there, I noticed that Judge Claggett presided in a manner that I really found to be quite impressive. There were people who came to court who had no clue about the process. And they came there without an attorney. They were unprepared. And I remember many times both Caucasians and African Americans and people from other communities came up there, and they were just by themselves with no idea. And of course, the attorney for the other side, representing the corporation, they wanted to proceed, told the judge, let's go forward, want to try the case. But clearly the person was not ready. And the judge stopped the proceedings, I remember. And he talked to the people. And he said to them Miss, he said, today is trial day. And they were like, we understand. They said, but do you have an attorney? They would say, no, do you understand what's going on? They said, not really. He said, Miss, he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to postpone this to give you some time to get an attorney or at least an understanding of the law. He said, when you come to court, you have to have evidence. You can't just talk. You have to have documentation, video, witness statements, people who come forward and testify. You got to have real evidence to prove your case. You can't come up here and just say that what they say happened did not happen. He says, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to postpone this and give you some time. And he basically postponed the case and went on with other cases. When I finished trying my case at the end of the day, it was like the last case and they were getting ready to end for the day. I stood up and I said, Your Honor, do you mind if I say something to you that's not related to my case I just tried? He said, yes, Mr. Jones. I said, Your Honor, I said, I want you to know that what I have witnessed from you on the bench today is something that I do not see often. I said, I want you to know, sir, that the justice and the good judgment and the fairness that you have demonstrated has not gone unnoticed. And I wanted to congratulate you on that. He said, Mr. Jones, he said, thank you, sir. He said, but I'm getting ready to retire. And I said to Judge Claggett, I am very, very sorry to hear that, sir, because what I have seen today is refreshing. And thank you for allowing me to speak again. And the judge said, you're welcome, Mr. Jones. And that is what it is I want to do. I want to make sure if I am blessed and people vote for me to get on the bench, that I will be able to be fair with people and give people an opportunity to see justice and not just hear about it. Thank you very much. I would like to also share some information so you can reach me if you want to communicate with Reverend Jones. I would love to hear from the voters, especially if they have any questions about anything. My email address is rnjs.justiceforall@gmail.com. I encourage you to also look at my website, justiceforall.justiceforall.com. And also I will be having the one and only fundraiser coming up on June the 9th. It will be at Grill Fire Restaurant located in the hotel on Arundel Mills Boulevard in Hanover, Maryland. And I encourage you to go to my website that I just cited there to get more information. It will be from noon to about, I believe, 2 o'clock. And we'll get an opportunity to just sit down. Reverend Jones wants to touch people, shake your hand, answer any questions that you may have face to face, and let you know that I'm trying to do something different here. I'm trying to bring somebody to the bench who has a heart for all people. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you or seeing you hopefully at the one fundraiser that I will be having on June the 9th. Thank you very much, everyone.
And that was the Reverend Rickey Nelson Jones. To learn more about the Reverend Rickey Nelson Jones campaign, you can check out his website, which is rrnj-justiceforall.com. Once again, rrnj-justiceforall.com, and the 4 is spelled out FOR.